Kia ora team. So today it's a bit different. I've got kids at home, my computer's busy. So I'm trying the StreamYard on my phone, see if it works. So could somebody let me know in the chat if this is all working okay? I can see rings around my avatar, so it looks like it is running. Not sure how oh, here we go. Looks like this is how we copy the link. And how do I comment in the chat? Still working this out, team. But over the weekend, we had some heavyweight dust ups. Oh, here we go. We had some heavyweight dust ups. We had Martin Bacoli and Sergey Kuzmin. I picked that one pretty much right. Well, the winner anyway. But a very competitive fight. So it was okay. That highlights the comment. Sorry, I'm working this out on my phone as I go. Trying to figure out how to post a comment. I can see comments, but I can't post one. So yeah, give me a sec here. I'll figure this out. Maybe I go. Can I open another window without the stream dropping out? Let's see. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I'll have to go over to my channel and post a comment myself. By the looks of it, bit of a sound test, I guess. Let's see. All right, I can post a comment here, hopefully. Post the StreamYard link. So how we do it? StreamYard link posted for anyone who might like to join. Let's see if the stream's still working now that I dropped out of there. Looks to be working. Looks to be working. So yeah, we had the Martin Bacoli fight. Pretty much the jab won it for Bacoli, in my opinion. I had that fight 7 rounds to 3. The judges pretty much scored it the same. One scored it the same as me, 97-93. One scored at 92-98. And one scored at 96-94. So unanimous decision win for Mark Bacoli, and he moves on to bigger and better things. I did do a commentary stream on that one. If anybody is interested, it'll be on archive. You can go and check it out. Also, Huey Fury had a dust up against Marius Vuk, and that went pretty much to plan as well. Decision win for Huey Fury. But Huey looks aggressive when he's not threatened, and he did look pretty good. He got a bad cut early on, but he looked after it pretty well. He started moving a bit more, but it was good to see him throwing the right hand a bit more often. I would have liked to have seen him do a bit more body work. It possibly could have got a stoppage late on if he had done more work to the body to bring Wok's hands down. But Wok's what, 41 years old now, so he's done and dusted, really, isn't he? So it was what it was. Click on there. What happens? It highlights the link. Okay. I think that's how it works. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if someone jumps in here. Like I say, this is the first time I've actually done a stream on my phone with the StreamYard. But I imagine someone will pop up down the bottom if it's if someone wants to jump in. Anybody's welcome to jump in. The link is there. Actually, can I pin that to the top through here? Let's have a look. I can. Look at that. Pin to the top. So if anybody wants to jump on and have a yarn, feel free to hit that link. Oh, that wasn't pinned. That was banned. It says can't ban channel owner. Of course you can't. Put the user in timeout. Block user. Okay, no, can't do either of those. Yeah, I think I'm back in. Hopefully that's working properly. Yeah, definitely learning as I go here. Sorry, team. Figuring out how the StreamYard mobile works. Seems to be working okay. But yeah, Huey Fury, a little bit heavier. It was good to see him a little bit heavier. He needs a bit more weight for a bit more power. He didn't seem to lose any stamina with the extra weight. He did get caught a few times, maybe a little bit slower, but certainly didn't lose any stamina. Wok is what he is these days. So, nothing to write home about. I found myself not really excited about the main event, even watching it. Joshua seemed very cautious. Pulev didn't really fight the fight that we usually see him fight. He wasn't stepping into that jab like he usually does. He wasn't fully committing to it. He was looking to set Joshua up for a right hand and catch him with a right hand. I was surprised he didn't try and use left hooks a little more as well. But Joshua was cagey. He was ready and he picked his spots. He did put Pulev down twice in the third round. The first knockdown, I thought Pulev was lucky to get out of that one, walking away from Joshua turning his back, trying to walk to the corner with his back to Joshua. You're not allowed to do that. And the ref gave him a count saying the ropes held him up. It looked like he went down to me. The uppercut was a big factor in that fight. Big factor. I thought it was going to be left hook and big up and uppercut and maybe a right hand to finish it off. But the way Pulev defends with his Harley Davidson style, his hands wide, leaves an uppercut open big time if Joshua gets in close enough. And he paid the price, particularly in that ninth round where it got stopped. There was two knockdowns in that round. But the first one was due to many uppercuts. I think it was 3 uppercuts caught Pulev and hurt him. And then he got put down the second time by a right hand over the top. And that was all she wrote. Kiwi 07 in the house. All is well. That's good. Every Kiwi box. Hope all is well. Yeah, all is well, brother. Good to have you in, man. Tell me what says it's for giving tips. Oh, I put the wrong link. Okay, Mala, sorry, mate. That was the link I put in the description. I'll just have to go and get it again. So if I disappear out of the stream, I won't be far away. I just got to go and grab the link again. Sorry, team. So, like I said, I'm still working out this StreamYard mobile. I'm learning as I go here. Where do I pick up an invite? Just a second, team. I'm figuring this out. There's comments. All right, I've got to go and get a link. Where is the link? Got to find it somewhere. Guests. What's that say? Oh, here we go. Invite a guest. Give me a second here. This must be the link that I want. Copy. Think I found it. Give me a sec, team. Can I post that through here? I've copied the link, but instructions for guests. Send the link to your guests. Hold on, just a sec, team. I have to switch over to YouTube, and hopefully I can post it through there. YouTube. It's coming, team. Give me a sec. It's a bit slow with my phone running 3 different windows. Go to the stream itself. Paste. Didn't like doing that. Paste. It didn't copy the whole link, so I've got to get back again. God damn it. Give me a sec. What a rigmarole. It's not easy on your phone. Guests. Here. Invite. Didn't copy the whole link last time, just copied .com, so hopefully that copies it this time. So, here we go. Copy to clipboard. Entire link, not just part of it. Right. Back over to YouTube. Sorry, team. Like I say, learning on the job here. Paste. Hey, there we go. All right. Think we got it now. Should be there for you guys in the chat. Well, let's just. Here we go. Stream. I see you there, Marla. Give me a sec. Just got to figure out how to add you, bro. Do I double click it? What do I do here? All right. I think you're in, Marla.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Sweet. I got you.
Good, man.
What a mission. My headphones don't seem to be working, but no big deal. Hopefully it hasn't got an echo on the stream. But yeah, learning on the job, bro. How did you enjoy those fights in the weekend?
I only saw AJ's one. I'm going to have to catch up on all the others. But I got the picks right. I picked Fury to win on points, and I picked Bacoli to win on points. So I ended up getting most of the fights right. I went for AJ. I thought he'd win within 6, but he took a bit longer. But some people are being hard on him for his performance. But I watched well, they called it a highlights reel of the fight, but it was actually what was barely highlighted at all. It was pretty much the whole fight. And some people said he should have got him out of there in the 4th round. And it may be so, but I mean, he hadn't fought in a year, you know, and it was his first fight back. And Puliev's a tough guy. He's a tough, durable heavyweight. So I thought AJ, he'll have to do better to beat Fury. But I didn't think it was that bad from him. Like his punching was that last right hand he put on Puliev was beautiful. Good mid-range straight right hand. It was lethal. And the uppercuts were good too. So, and the stamina looked okay. Some people were saying AJ looked like he was going to gas. Did you see that? I didn't see that when I looked at him.
Nah, man, stamina looked really good to me.
Yeah.
He took a bit of a break after that 3rd round, like we were saying, but I think along with him maybe thinking about the demons from the Ruiz fight when he knocked them down, Pulev seemed to come on stronger after he got knocked down as well. So it made sense for Joshua to kind of take a break and calm himself and pick his shots. I think he did well. He fought very smart and got the job done in spectacular fashion with a good ending. So I don't think there's too much to criticize,
Mr. Boxing Today said Joshua out jabbed the jabber, and he did.
He did. I found it interesting that Pulev didn't seem to put too much into his jab this time. He wasn't really committed to it, and that's his strongest trait. But I could see what he was doing. He was trying to set Joshua up for a right hand. He thought he maybe could knock Joshua out with a right, but
he landed the odd punch in it, and Joshua took it well too.
Yeah. It was an okay fight. I mean, it wasn't a fight that I was sitting on the edge of my seat thinking something might happen that wasn't really expected, but just how it was,
Yeah, it was a solid fight that he had to get out of the way, and he's done it now. And I was seeing Mr. Boxing Today said he would, he wished it was AJ Wilder for Undisputed, but I think what's going to happen, they will make the AJ Fury fight. With all the talk, it sounds like they're going to get it over the line. I think they will do it, and Wilder will fight the winner.
Well, yes, possibly, but what's going to happen with Usyk?
Yeah, well, AJ may have to throw that. Yeah, and then it's not undisputed.
Exactly.
We'll have to throw that WBO belt away. Yeah, and there. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
We keep kind of forgetting about it.
Yeah, man. I wonder, and the WBO will probably order that fight with Usyk. They'll probably, or would they let it? But the thing is, even if they let the Usyk fight, if they let Usyk step aside, so AJ could fight Fury for unification, if AJ, whoever wins, although would have to fight Usyk next, so that would put Wilder further away.
It would, because if AJ and Fury do fight for undisputed, there's not just going to be one fight, eh? There's probably going to be three.
Yeah,
at least two, but probably three. So that's going to put Usyk on the back burner for a long time, and I don't think the WBO will let it slide for that long.
No,
at the very most, if Usyk agrees to step aside and take a payday, that'll only be for one fight.
That's right. That's right.
I think the best idea for AJ is just do a quick turnaround and get Usyk out of the way in March or something, and
I agree.
Then move on.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing holding. I mean, the WBA hasn't appointed any new mandatories or anything, so after Usyk's out of the way, there's no more roadblocks for anybody.
Yeah, I agree. Fight him in March or something, just get it done.
Yeah.
And you see how good that jab was for AJ. I think he'd give Usyk hell with that jab.
Well, yeah, we forget that AJ's got what, an 82-inch reach too, and
yep.
Usyk's only 77 or 78 inches.
78, I think.
So if AJ can pump that jab all night, it's going to be very tough for Usyk to get to him.
And with Usyk being a southpaw, he can put that straight right hand straight down the pipe as well.
Exactly. Lead with it and then come around with the right left hook after that. And if he can connect on Usyk, he's going to do some real damage. So
yeah,
I like the jab to the body that AJ does as well, and that would also be effective against Usyk. Because that's a punch somebody who moves really well can't get away from easily. And it would definitely slow him down. But yeah, all in all, I thought it was a pretty good performance from AJ. He showed some patience. He showed he's still got some good power and some desire to actually knock people out again, because that was pretty close to a spark knockout. You see, Pulev, after he got hit with that right hand, he didn't move on the ground lying backwards for a few seconds.
Yeah, he was hammered, man. He was hammered, eh?
Yeah. So, well done, AJ. He does deserve credit. I don't buy this people saying AJ fights like a pussy or, it's just a 41-year-old burnout and all this sort of thing.
I know. And I find it's funny because it was a mandatory. He had to fight it.
Yeah,
it amazes me that people criticize him for fighting a fight he had to fight. I mean, he's got it out of the way and got on him. That's it. Where the road's clear. And just looking at Mr. Boxing today, said for the sake of undisputed, without WBO disruptions, AJ should face Usyk and Fury versus Wilder 3, then go from there. That makes sense. That would be a good way of tidying everything up. AJ could get Usyk out of the way. Fury Wilder can sort their business out, and then AJ and Fury could just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just got to jump for 5 minutes. I'll be back, Jono.
No worries, man.
I'll be back. Yep. Hang on.
Well, good. So, yeah, pretty much a common opinion amongst those who are realistic and not dead against a fighter because of whatever reasons or solely for one fighter. I think Marla and I are fairly objective. We're not a horse in the race. And I thought it was a decent performance. I got Mr. Boxing today in the house as well. I'm looking for the shake-up of Undisputed. Oh, for the sake of Undisputed. Yeah, I like the idea of Undisputed as well. I want to see that fight, but at the same time, I gotta keep it real. These guys like Usyk, he's earned his mandatory spot by becoming undisputed at cruiserweight and so on and so forth. He does deserve his shot, and I think if it's just got out of the way, it will certainly make things easier with no roadblocks after that because the WBA haven't got a Mando. Wow, Tyson's got no allocated mandatory at the WBC right now. I know Alexander Povetkin is the interim title holder, also the mandatory, but he's got a rematch with Dillian White to sort that out. So Tyson could get another fight in March if Joshua goes and fights Usyk, gets that out of the way. I got no doubt that Joshua will beat Usyk. I'm sure Usyk will have his moments in the fight, but I'd definitely pick Usyk to win that fight. Sorry, Joshua to win that fight as well, and then Undisputed can go for 3 fights or 2 or 3 fights after that, depending on who wins. And that's just me being real. I think if Fury and Joshua fight next, I don't think it will be for Undisputed, which, because Usyk's going to push for his shot. He's been waiting over a year now. He's been mandatory for a year. He's been appointed the mandatory 18 months ago. So we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull my cover off. It's obstructing my microphone. Yeah, bloody thing. Man, phone heats up real good using the StreamYard on your phone. Heats up real good. Have to leave it plugged into a charger too, so it doesn't run out of juice too quick. Man, it heats up. Just about burning my hand. What else we got in the chat here? Pete. I would like Wilder versus Fury 3, but I don't fancy AJ's chances against Usyk. Yeah, it's not an easy fight. When I say I think AJ will beat Usyk, I don't think it's a gimme or nothing like that. I certainly think later on in the fight, maybe Usyk could try and pour a bit more pressure on, but at the same time, like we saw against Chisora, if AJ can pump a jab to the body quite a bit and land a few uppercuts when Usyk does try to come in earlier on in the fight while AJ's still carrying a lot of power, Usyk may not have that kind of gas at the end of the fight, like we saw against Chisora. He gets broken down a bit. And don't forget, AJ's nearly 6'7", so the substantial height and reach advantage he's going to have over Usyk is going to play a big part in the fight.
I'm back, John.
Hey, man. Good to have you back, Marla.
Sweet. Groceries arrived. I had to...
Oh, yep. Doing the online shopping.
Yeah. But it's I think AJ will beat Usyk. I haven't been impressed with Usyk as a heavyweight. I mean, he's a good fighter. There's no doubt about that. But I just feel against the big boys, it's going to be a step too far for him.
Yeah, well, he had some issues against Chisora, and Chisora's only 6'2". He's slightly shorter than Usyk. I mean, we've seen Usyk against 6'6" heavyweights and Joe Joyce and Junior Farr a few years ago, but those dudes aren't on the level of Anthony Joshua. So
AJ, I'll go, mate. Yep.
There you go, mate. You go.
AJ's quicker than what people think. His hands are faster than what people think.
Yeah. When he throws his combinations, they are quite quick. It doesn't seem like it. I mean, sometimes it looks like it's telegraphed to a degree, but I think a lot of that's because he's sitting down on those punches. But the first and second punches in the combination, the gap between them is pretty small. He is actually fairly quick. I'd still like to see him move his head a little more, but he uses his range for defense a lot. So he does, keep his head still somewhat so he can see what's coming. Be a different story against someone who's bigger than him like Fury, though, I think.
Yeah, the Fury fight, AJ. I want to see him coming slim again, as slim as he can. He's going to have to fight Fury hard. It's going to be a hard fight, so he's going to need stamina. So obviously you want to have him come in, as light as he can, to like low 240s, or like 237, 238, like he was that second Ruiz fight. But obviously he wants to fight at the close to mid range. He can use his hooks and short hooks and uppercuts inside. He can get to mid-range where he put that beautiful right hand to finish the fight against Pulev, stuff like that. He doesn't want to be at the long range with Fury. So, if he fights the right fight, he could make it a very hard fight for Fury. Because the thing is, when Fury fought Wilder and he was on the inside with Wilder, he wasn't worried about Wilder's uppercut. Wilder didn't really have an inside fight, whereas AJ does. So AJ's got to try and get close and then be as aggressive as possible when he gets there, try and get those combos going.
Yep. Definitely agree with all that, man. So do you think this Wilder Fury fight is actually going to happen? Apparently they're still going through mediation, so we haven't had a resolution yet.
I wouldn't be surprised if the WBO say to AJ, you got to fight Usyk. I wouldn't be surprised to see AJ take that Usyk fight and Wilder Fury clear up their business, and then we go from there. It wouldn't surprise me to see that happen, just so they do have it. So it is for undisputed when Fury and AJ finally meet. Then again, imagine if Wilder beat Fury.
Well, it could happen. It could happen. He's got that great equalizer, and if he can land it, we've seen Fury go flat on his back and almost not beat the count before from that punch. So,
yep.
Yeah, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. I'd still favour Fury in the fight based on the performance that he put in last time and the result, of course, but you can never count Wilder out. So, and I'm with you. I think if the WBO do force that Usyk AJ fight, then why wouldn't Fury go and fight Wilder? Makes sense financially. Who else is he going to fight that's going to make him that much money and get him that publicity? So, I see it probably happening maybe around the same time, maybe a March fight or end of February, something like that. I think a lot of it's going to depend on what happens with this COVID vaccine as well, how effective it's going to be. But as we saw on the weekend, we had a bit of a crowd at the AJ fight. We had a bit of a crowd at the Errol Spence fight last week as well. So I think we're starting to trickle back to being able to make some money off a gate.
Yeah, because they rolled that Pfizer vaccine out in the UK and in America. So and it seems to be an effective vaccine. So hopefully they can start to get it under control. And the thing is, even in the UK, like if they had an 80,000 seat stadium and then space people apart, you could probably still get 20,000 in.
Yeah. Or even if you put someone in every second seat, you still got a little bit of social distancing, and you might even get 40,000 in there.
But I just wonder though, with AJ and Fury, it is such a mega fight in the UK. If they will want a full crowd for that. I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah, it's just so big, man. They may hold off on it. They may do Usyk first just to try and buy some time. Yep.
I think logically instead of passionately, I think we will see Usyk, Joshua first. And I think then Fury and Wilder as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because if Usyk AJ happens, it makes sense that Fury and Wilder, they may as well sort their business out at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. So if they're all busy, all the belts are tied up, I think maybe we should see Joyce Parker.
Yeah, man, that would be good. That'd be good. Yeah.
And of course, we're going to have White and Povetkin sort their business out as well. I mean, who else at the top of the division do you think should fight at the same time? Maybe Ruiz and Ortiz?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good one,
There's plenty of fights out there that would be very tasty for it.
Yeah, get Michael Hunter
against Filip Hrgovic.
Yep.
Because they were talking about that.
Yeah, there's some great
So
matchups. I love Holyfield Joyce. It would be like, I mean, sorry, not Holyfield. Parker Joyce would be like Holyfield Foreman.
yeah, it would. It'd be awesome. Yeah. Um, oh, man. So there's plenty of juicy fights that could happen early next year if COVID's under control, and it's be a nice welcome back to boxing for a lot of fans.
Oh yeah, man.
Um, yeah, because we've been through some crap as fans, having to watch so many mismatches recently. It's kind of killing my passion at the moment. Like watching Fury and Walk on the weekend. That was pretty dumb. I wasn't very passionate about Pulev Joshua, but I watched it, of course.
Yeah, I always watch
Mo-
AJ fights.
yeah, even if they're not
Yeah,
um, competitive.
yeah, I
But
still watch them. As you know.
did you watch the Bacoli and Kuzman fight on the weekend?
No, I didn't have a stream. I'm just going to have to wait. I'll get to go and jump on YouTube and have a look at them all. But I was listening to someone commentating on it. But was it a good fight?
It was reasonable, isn't it? It was pretty competitive. I think Kuzman probably could have done a bit more, but I think he was a bit worried about getting um, gassed because I don't think he was in the best shape. He was weighed in at like 257. He usually weighs about 262 ish, but I thought because he's 6'4", he should be weighing around 240. And he always looks like he's carrying a spare tire and he's got his saggy man boobs hanging out all over the place all the time. The dude's lazy, and this fight here, I think, was a career defining going forward or going backwards fight for him. And I think he was too lazy. Wasn't in the best of shape. But Bacoli's jab, I didn't realize he had such a quick jab. I don't know if it's because I just hadn't noticed it before or he's worked on it a lot. Because usually he throws a lot of hooks, head and body, uppercuts in close. He's one of those rough kind of guys, but he came out with a very quick, snappy jab, and he was behind it most of the night. And for me, that's what won him the fight. So
Yeah,
he looked good.
yeah. I'll check that one out. I was quite good. I got a smart TV, so I can
Yeah,
get YouTube on my. You can get YouTube on my TV, so I can sit in the lounge and bring the fights up and watch them on the big screen. So yeah, it's quite good.
sweet, awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't record that one because I was commentating on it myself. I would have sent you a copy, but surely there'll be a copy in the next day or two if it's not up already.
Yeah. Was
Um,
Huey's fight? Oh, well, Huey's fights are always boring, I suppose.
well, it wasn't as boring as I thought it was going to be. He didn't dance around as much as he usually does, but we've seen Huey when he's not being pushed or he's not under any threat. He does get more aggressive. So he was quite aggressive to a point. He got a big cut on his eye early on in the fight and had to protect it for most of the rest of the fight. But his cut man did a really good job. It was a bad cut too. Um, but he started moving a little bit more, but he didn't lose his aggression. He was stepping into the right hand. He was trying. You could see he was trying to get walk out of there at points. So I think there was some improvement there from Huey. He's put on a little bit of extra weight too. I think he weighed 247 for the fight, which is like 10 pound more than his heaviest sort of thing. So it looks like he's trying to work on his power a little bit, and it didn't seem to affect his stamina. Um, I did see him get caught with a few right hands from Rock now and then. Maybe it's affected his movement speed a little bit, but it could be more of the fact that he was trying to be more aggressive in that fight. So you leave yourself open to getting caught a few more times. Um, but I think he's got a reasonable chin as Huey Fury because he did get
Yeah,
caught pretty
yeah,
clean a few times.
yeah. I think he does. I think he's got a decent chin.
But he didn't do much body work. I think he could have done better. Wok would have brought his hands down lower earlier if he had have done a lot more body work. But I think because of the cut, he was solely trying to get Wok out of there. But that's a task in itself. trying to get Marius Walk out of there. Dude's got a chin of concrete. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't as boring as I thought. It's not like I'm going to sit there and say he ran around trying to. What do I usually say? He's got really good feet, but hasn't got the hands to go with it. You didn't notice it so much this time. He was throwing his hands a lot more and landing rather than jabbing and
Running.
just using jabbing and running, and the
Right.
jab not really landing a lot. Just it's out there to stop you coming closer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah.
So,
But it's going to be
it was
interesting.
okay.
Going to be interesting for Joseph Parker. I just want this Far fight out of the way, and I'd love to see Parker get another fight with Anthony Joshua before Parker's career's over, because that fight he had with AJ, it always left a sour taste in the mouth. Just the way the ref kept stepping in on the inside. And I know some people will say, but AJ was having some success on the inside against Parker, and that's true. But the thing is, AJ could win from the outside or the inside. Parker could only win from the inside. So when the ref took that away from Parker, Parker had no options. You know what I mean? So it really left a sour taste in the mouth. So I would love to see them have another fight, before Parker's career's over. And hopefully Parker, the ref won't step in and take away the inside fight, but also Parker can be a bit more aggressive, and we could see a bit better performance.
Yeah, we need to see that improvement from Parker before he gets in that ring again.
He's got to he's got to be
aggression.
vicious. Yeah, he's got to be aggressive. He's got to let his hands go, man. Yeah. It's just, he can't go in with AJ a second time and be passive. He's got to bring it, man. He's got to bring it. You got to fight like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, man. Some news just seen in the chat here. Sounds like Dan Raphael has been hospitalized after suffering a massive heart attack in Virginia. That is sad
saw
news.
That and the message got retracted. Yeah, that's terrible. Jeez.
I can't confirm that because I haven't seen it myself yet, but if it is true, thoughts are definitely with Dan Raphael and his family. Hope he recovers quickly. That is sad news. Damn.
Yeah.
And now my chat's just disappeared. Oh, it's came back again.
Oh.
And my phone's getting hot.
Oh, yeah, phone heats up, eh?
Just about burning my hand. Yeah. I never run a stream from my phone before, so
stresses the phone. Stress the phone out. Make it work.
Don't have the flashiest phone either, so it doesn't help. But we had a couple of other fights over the weekend where I didn't see the fights, but I seen the results. Cassius Chaney fought Jason Bergman on the weekend, and he stopped him in 3 rounds. I wasn't expecting that because I didn't think Cassius Chaney has a lot of power. He's very much a boxer.
Bergman's usually durable.
He's usually pretty durable, like you say, and I'm wondering whether he's the same Bergman. I really got to find a way to see the fight. I don't think it was televised, so I don't know. Also on that card there was Damani Rock fought what's his name, Manzuno Smith, and beat him pretty handily as well. I can't remember how he beat him, but I do know he did win. So Cassius Chaney's up to 20-0. I can't remember what Damani Rock's up to, but Cassius Chaney has to start stepping up once you get past 15. I thought Jason Bergman was a bit of a step up from his previous competition, but spucked him in 3 rounds. Wow. And the result for the Damani Rock, the Manzuno Smith, actually was a round 2 RTD win for Damani Rock. So those are the 2 others that I knew about.
And you had that Shakur Stevenson fight. I didn't see it, but
I saw some of it. But I saw Shakur Stevenson piecing up that guy. What's his name? Tucker Khan. Tucker Khan Cleary. After 3 rounds, I stopped watching it. I had other stuff to do. But was piecing them up. And there was Mark Hunt and Paul Gallen. I don't even know the result for that yet. I couldn't
Oh,
find a way to watch it. That was on last night.
I forgot all about that. Jeez.
Also on the card there was Tim Hugh and Bowen Morgan, who was Bowen Morgan's our top Kiwi super welterweight. So I have to look
Yeah.
into those and see how it went. But tough to find a broadcast for those. What's it called? Main event in Australia is the pay per view platform. Unless you're
I'm
going to
just,
pay for it, they would pay charging $60 for that. I wasn't going to pay $60 for that.
mate. Yeah.
No.
I'm just trying to find. I'm on stuff. I'm going to go to the sports section. It happened last night, did it?
I'm pretty sure it happened last night.
I'm just looking for sport.
Maybe even look on BoxRec.
Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, that's Actually, I'll have a look at Boxing Rec. I was interested in how that was going to go. He's very tough, Paul Gallen.
He is. He's pretty tough, all right. I'm going to try go to BoxRec. Let me know if you can't hear me anymore.
Oh, sweet, man.
Well, you can still hear me. Sweet.
I'm just checking Mark Hunt, Super Samoan. Paul Gallen's the 16th to the 12th, that fight. What's the date today?
It's next weekend. Okay, well. Oh, no, it's the 14th
Wednesday.
today. It's on
Wednesday. Yeah.
Middle of the week. Okay. Well, it hasn't been yet. I didn't miss it.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, there's 2 fights on there I wanted to see. There's probably some others I haven't even looked at the rest of the card. But yeah, I want to see that Mark Hunt Paul Gallen fight. That looks like fun, man.
Oh yeah, man. He's tough, Paul Gallen, league player, but boy,
Mark Hunt can bang, but as you can see by his record on BoxRec, Mark Hunt has had 0 wins, 1 loss as a boxer.
Yeah, how old would he be now? He'd be pretty.
Mark Hunt 42, I think.
Yeah, he'd be. Yeah.
But Paul Gallen's no spring chicken either, is he?
Yeah, I'm just checking this.
He's
Mark
like
Hunt.
39 as well.
Mark Hunt, Super Samoan. Born in 1998, so yeah, he'd be 42. And Paul Gallen, it's a 6-round fight they're having. Paul Gallen was.
It's only 6 rounds.
Yeah, Paul Gallen's 39. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember Paul Gallen as a rugby league player when he was in his prime. So, he's been around the block, but he's got a pretty good record, is he? 9-0 or something? As a boxer.
He's 9-0, 1 draw, 5 stoppages. Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Who was his draw against?
I've just checked his record. Where is it? The draw, Barry Hall.
Oh, I've heard that name. I can't say I've watched him, but I might have actually heard about that draw itself.
And that guy had never fought before. That guy had never had a fight before.
No, he has now, though. If you click on him now, he's got a few fights.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Hunt's still going. Yeah, well, as a boxer, this will only be his 2nd fight, Rafi. But he hasn't been fighting since he stopped UFC. Pretty much finished out his contract and then told Dana White to go jam it up his jersey. So, but he's keen to make a few bucks before he chucks it right in. I've seen a few interviews of Mark Hunt. He's still pretty keen as long as he gets treated fairly instead of getting ripped off like Dana White and getting chucked in there with steroid users like Brock Lesnar. And, those guys, Brock Lesnar got $150,000 fine for popping dirty after the fight, but still got paid like $2 million or something.
That's terrible. Man, that's
and they didn't withhold anything of his purse. It's like, yeah, sweet. We'll use your name and beat up one of our fighters who's clean and give you a little smack on the hand and see you later. Go back to wrestling. Sad.
Yeah, that's there's no incentive to not cheat. you
No,
know.
not at all.
Oh, Jarrell Miller got a 2-year ban. You there, Jono? You there, Jono? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, kick me out again.
Oh,
Bloody thing.
yeah. Oh, Jarrell Miller got a 2-year ban.
Yeah, I found that interesting. Apparently the main reason he didn't get a big ban the first time was because he didn't have a boxing license.
Yeah.
He only got the 6 months from the WBA, but now that he's gone and got a boxing license to try and come back, what was it? The Nevada State Athletic Commission, was it?
Yep.
Smashed him with a 2-year ban. So, good job.
Oh, good job, mate. I mean, even though it just shows you how weak boxing is, though, because in the rugby, the South Africa, they just gave one of their wingers. He was a black South African winger. They gave him 4 years, and one of the other guys got 8 years. So that they just been hammering their guys for cheating. But the boxing is still a bit soft on it.
Oh, is Refi in the background? No, he's not. I thought Refi was in the. Sorry.
Jump on, Refi.
Jump on if you want, Ref.
But yeah, the boxing is soft on it, really. You falling off again, Jono? I still can't hear you, Jono.
Back.
Are you back, Jono?
I think I'm back.
Yep, you're back. Yep.
Bloody thing kicked me out again.
Oh.
But what do they got here?
Oh, Rafi tried to jump on.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. Give me a sec. No, not that button. I see you there, Ref. I'm getting there. This is difficult on my phone. Oh dear. Here we go. There we go. That should add you. Are you in, Ref?
One, two.
Gotcha.
Hi, Ref. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, man.
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad.
Good,
Sorry
good.
about the technical issues, man. I'm running this on my phone for the first time. I'm learning as I go.
Yeah, I did an interview on my phone the other day. It's quite interesting, a little bit different. I have to navigate differently, a little challenging.
Yeah.
You've got a StreamYards link and a Streamlab link.
The Streamlab one isn't supposed to be there. I
Oh,
can go
okay,
and get
cool,
rid of that.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good
copied the
week.
wrong one.
Yeah, good week, good weekend, interesting weekend of fights. Good stuff. I enjoyed it.
You better give us your take on the Joshua fight and performance, mate.
The Joshua fight and performance, he'd been out of the ring for a year. So this is coming back after a year against a guy whose only previous loss was to Vladimir Klitschko. And so when you put things into context, that's a bloody good win.
I thought so too. Yeah,
Bloody good
pretty
win.
decent. I mean, a lot of people are downing his performance, but I thought there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Downing his performance. He's fighting a guy who's only lost once before. He's been around forever, seasoned veteran, still got a granite chin.
Yeah,
And he finishes him twice.
spectacularly too.
Spectacularly. I don't know. Should he have fought Tom Schwartz or Rato Valin?
Yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah, maybe he should have fought Tom Schwartz or Rato Valin.
yeah. I look at
Good
AJ's
shout.
resume and I can't believe people criticize him.
I've just done a video where I break down who's fought who in the top 10. And Joshua's fought 5 people currently in the Ring Magazine top 10. Deontay Wilder's fought 2, and Tyson Fury's fought 1. Men
There you
lie,
go.
men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
That's right. Facts are facts. They can't be changed.
There we go. So it's not an enviable it's an enviable position in one sense, financially, monetarily. Joshua's in a good position, enviable position. But what's not enviable is the fact that he has to fight top guys every time, and when he does, there's a contingent who just down him for it. Down him for fighting. Ultimately, he's being down for fighting top guys every time.
Well, the same sort of thing goes for someone like Dillian White as well. You know, these guys are fighting good opponents. Whereas
They're the top guys. Let's face it, they're the top guys. When you've spent 10, 15-year career and the only person who's beat you is Vladimir Klitschko. I mean, bloody hell.
Yeah. And if you look at AJ's record, I'm looking at his record here. Dillian White, Charles Martin, Dominic Brazil, Eric Molina, Vladimir Klitschko, Carlos Takam, Joseph Parker, Alexander Povetkin, 2 fights with Andy Ruiz, and then Kubrat Pulev. How can anyone argue with that resume? And his career isn't even over.
Bloody hell! That's a tough list. That's a tough list
man.
of fighters, especially the last ones, the last 6. That's a
Yep.
tough list of people to get through. Tough list of people to get through.
I mean, the likes of Tyson Fury's resume in the last 6 fights compared to that, nope, that's crap. The only real good name he's got on there is Wilder, and same with Wilder. He's only got Fury and Ortiz.
And we can't gauge Wilder because he doesn't fight any recognized top 10 guys. We can't gauge him. How good is he? How bad is he? We don't know.
Well, the same you could say for Fury. The only real proven name he's got on his record is Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah.
Or
proven.
Or Derek Chisora's proven, but we know where he is. He ain't the top level.
No. He's a proven mid-tier guy.
Yeah.
So, Joshua's fighting proven guys time after time after time, and he's getting down for it. It's a mad world, as Tears for Fears once said.
There's a name for the people that keep downing him. Haters. You're just haters.
Oh, they do. They do. They hate him, man. I said to Rafi yesterday. I said, AJ has brought heavyweight boxing back.
Yeah.
I mean, you got this guy selling out 70, 80,000 seat stadiums. He physically looks awesome. He's knocking people out. he got people excited again. Boxing was in the doldrums till AJ came back.
Yeah.
He lifted it up, man, and no one wants to give him credit for that. It's just they are just haters.
Yeah, pure and simple. Pure and simple.
It's
Put some
sad.
respect on his name, says Kiwi07. Put some respect on his name. But it is a I understand the phenomenon of fighting a person who's fighting top fighters time after time after time. They're not punks. So if you want to see a system a 2-minute dismantling, then give him a Tom Schwartz. You know, give him a Pianetta. You know, give him an Otto.
Even give him an Alan Babbage. Even he'd beat the crap out of him in 2 rounds. I bet.
Give him an Alan Babbage. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the luxury of having those circus fights. Deontay Wilder can have circus fights till the cows come home. Tyson Fury can have circus fights, but Joshua does not have that luxury.
No, when you hold 3 belts and you've got to fight 3 mandatories a year, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, you got no choice, mate. You got no choice. I've even wondered to myself, would it be beneficial to him if somehow he didn't have any belts and he could just go around and having circus shows, freak show fights?
Oh, then he'd be copying criticism for fighting powder puffs, wouldn't he? So he can't win either way he goes.
Can't win either way.
I mean, he is carrying those titles and he is defending them. He is not ducking anybody.
And not getting the credit for it. Yeah,
mate. I mean, if he fights Usyk next and he beats Usyk, that's another good name on his resume.
They'll say Usyk. They'll say, look at the height difference. Look at him picking on the little guy.
He's just a cruiserweight. Yeah.
Yeah. Cruiserweight.
Never mind that Usyk's a top 10 pound for pound fighter.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
They're going to say, what has he done at heavyweight? What has he done at heavyweight? He's a cruiserweight. He shouldn't have been in the heavyweight. He should have stayed where he belonged, down in cruiserweights.
I can't blame Usyk for wanting to be great. There's nobody at cruiserweight that can beat him, so why not go somewhere else?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you're being rational, though. That's the problem, being rational.
Yeah.
You're using logic.
Crazy.
So, in my conclusion, I thought it was a bloody good performance. He'd been out of the ring for a year. Usyk is not a punk, so you can't expect Joshua to try and treat him like a punk. He's not a punk. He's a seasoned veteran. He's got tricks galore, and he's got a granite chin, as we found out, as we saw for ourselves. And the will. I think I've mentioned it in the title. The will of a Bulgarian bulldog, if such a thing ever existed.
Yeah. Well, credit to Kubrat Pulev. He came out and actually tried. He wasn't just there to jab all night like he usually was either. So,
yeah,
you know, even though he got beaten down and stopped, I still got to give respect to Kubrat Pulev for finally getting in the ring, and he came to actually try and knock Joshua out. Rather than
he did, man. He wasn't there just to get paid, you know.
No,
yeah.
And talking about getting paid, do you realize he only got paid 1/3 of what he would have got paid if he'd fought him first time around?
Oh no,
bugger.
Bugger. 33%. So I don't know if you noticed the little kerfuffle at the end when Joshua was talking to him. Apparently, Kubrat says he wants a rematch.
I heard that.
Yeah. No. I wondered what that was. I seen Kubrat waving his arms around like, is he going, yes, I got knocked out? Oh, what's going on? But no, it was, I want a rematch.
Yeah. You'll get lucky. You'll get lucky. You won't win next time. Rematch.
Doesn't happen like that for mandatories. There's never a rematch for a mandatory challenger. No, unfortunately, Kubrat, if he wants another shot, he'll have to work his way up.
Yeah.
I watched him fight Vladimir Klitschko yesterday. I went and checked that fight out. I hadn't seen it in a while. God, Vlad dropped him with that left hook in that 5th round. Oh, man. You know, Pulev, oh, my God, he hit Pulev with that left hook in that 5th round. Man, that was something. Oh.
Yeah. Murderous.
Yeah. I know you're tired, referee, so I'll get a quick opinion about the other 2 heavyweight fights.
Yeah.
On that card. The Bacoli Kuzma one for starters.
Bacoli needs to move his damn head. Oh my gosh! I mean, he's just taking those shots like he's tough and he can take them. Yeah, we know you're tough and we know you can take shots from heavyweights, but it's not good long term, my friend. There is a life after boxing, and I saw hundreds of thousands of brain cells dying in that ring that night. As far as his outputs concerned, very, very good output. But I just wish he'd be defensively more sound and considerate to his damn brain. He's taking these shots like he don't care. Fair enough, because he's landing more. But I really hope his trainer gets a grip of that situation and just save some brain cells. Bacoli with the higher output, just putting more work in, just outworking his opponent. Kuzman came in fat as per usual. Or sometimes he's lighter but comes in fat, and I don't know. Obviously, the man just likes his. Where does he come from? Kuzman, Russia. He likes his Russian.
Yeah, Russian. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's on the tiramisu. It's a bit too much tiramisu. He's got to ease up at the dinner table, and he's got skills. Does Kuzman, but he just got outworked. Got outworked by the higher output guy.
I think your old mate Rick put it nicely. Sergey Kuzman is just a lazy fat slob. That's his problem. He's lazy.
Well, you can't top that one. I mean, that's putting it more succinct than I would have wanted to. But there you go. And as for what's his name? Who's the other?
Fury and Marius Wack.
Yeah, who's Yui Fury, Marius Wack? Yui Fury. I think he's going to be a perennial top 20 guy, isn't he? He's got top 20 guy just to the lower end of the teens, and he can compete. He can compete with most heavyweights, but there's just something lacking. It's like when you eat a dish, and there's some herb or spice missing. There's just something missing from the ingredient. That's Yui Fury. There's something missing from the ingredient. Defensively, he's good, even though he keeps on getting the same eye busted open. Defensively, he's good, but in terms of aggression, he was throwing that big, I don't even know what you call a punch. It was a big right. It was like an overhand. It was like a bowling action. You guys know your cricket. It was like a bowling action where it came from right behind him, then it came up and boom. It's like, who's not going to see that, Yui?
Yeah.
Who's not going to see that punch coming?
Yeah. It's like when he throws that jab out before it, you can see his right hand going backwards away from the opponent, so he's winding it up like a cricket bowler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
Like a damn cricket bowler. It's like, who's not going to see that coming? For goodness sakes, all they got to do is fall on your left side. Fall on your left side is your jab. They're blocked. That fall on that left side. They've got to come with their counter left hook while you're winding up that big right. So defensively, he's decent. Defensively, very decent. It's just offensively, he ain't got it offensively, has he? He's not got it offensively. He can't do it.
It's like he doesn't know how to throw a straight punch properly. It's weird.
Very weird.
And that's one of the reasons why he doesn't seem to have a lot of power on it. He's swinging his whole arm, not using, punching from the shoulder, using his elbow and then straightening the arm. It's like it's already straight when it's halfway around the cricket bowl.
Yeah.
And it's come around the side of the head, and that's the only way he can throw a straight right. It's not straight. So he needs to sort that out. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I've noticed he's always done it. When he tries to throw a big right hand, it's always a cricket bowl right hand. It's weird.
Yeah.
So
it's very strange. It's very strange. He just can't seem to attack properly, conventionally, linear in a linear fashion. What's a traditional combination in boxing? Let's say a straight left, a left jab, and a right hook. Yeah,
the old 1-2.
Yeah, the old 1-2. Simple as that. A left jab and a right hook, or a jab and a hook, orthodox or otherwise. A jab and a hook. It's very rare you see it. He was doing 1-2s now I think about it, but there weren't knockout 1-2s. He was coming with a straight jab and then a straight follow-on. Straight. but there weren't knockout punches. There were maybe setups for something else, but he didn't seem to be setting anything up with it. It was just for the purpose of scoring points.
He
Maybe
could be throwing a big left hook or a left uppercut after the right. If the
yeah,
right's not going to have enough on it.
yeah. So maybe it's a points game with him. Maybe he's just stuck, mentally trapped in this points fighting thing, getting points. Because that left right he was throwing, that was the only purpose I could see, was to get some points. But then what's your end product? What's your end goal? What's your end product? Where's the end product? What is the end product? What is the end product? Louis Fury. What's the end
The
product?
end product is everybody telling you you're a boring fighter and no one wants to watch.
Yeah, that's the end product. That's the end product.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me. It's very strange. Where is the freaking end product? Yeah.
Yes, well, I was happy to see him being a little bit more aggressive and a bit heavier, hoping that he might have a bit more power. But in all honesty, it's a pretty tough task for someone who's known to not have great power to get Marius Wuck out of there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you say, I think he's probably a top 20 guy, and he's going to be difficult for anybody. But at the same time, he's not a fight everybody wants to watch, so there's not a big attraction. And why would these guys at the top want to fight him if he's gonna make them look ordinary at the same time? So
yeah,
not a bright future for Huey. I don't see.
He's gonna be able to collect money. He'll collect money along the way. He'll be in the top 20 for a while, and he'll collect some money. But at some point, people are going to say, "What is the actual end product? What are you offering? What are you offering other than awkwardness?" You can have a Usyk who comes and he offers awkwardness, but then he can put it on you. He can put it on you and finish. So there is an end product.
Yeah.
Huey Fury, unfortunately, to me, I don't know what the end product is. That's the problem. That's problematic.
Yep.
I just don't think he's never going to be offensively good. You know?
Why though? Can't it be trained into you? Is my question. Is there not something you can do? Is there not something somebody can do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll ever be a huge puncher, but I think he could be a sharper puncher than what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? It's weird, man. He seems to have this style that he just can't get away from.
Yeah.
It's.
Do you think he needs to go and train with somebody else?
I was about to say that, actually. Yeah, I was about to say
that. Before. I remember we've had this conversation before. Carry on, Marla.
Yeah, I was thinking that, going and training with someone else, because he's with his dad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he's only ever trained with his dad.
Yeah, and he's stuck in that style, man, and it's not getting him anywhere.
Not getting him anywhere.
Yeah.
Even if it's only a temporary thing, go and get some input from somebody else.
Yeah. Go
and see Sugar Hill and spend some time with Tyson in the Kronk gym. That'd be a bloody good idea for his offense.
Make amends with Tyson. Make friends again. your cousins. Put away your differences, whatever it was. Give him a telephone call, drop him a text. Saying, hey up, cuz. Haven't spoken in 3 years. Been missing you.
Yeah. Let's do some work together.
Let's work together again. I miss you. I miss you.
Blood's thicker than water, man.
Yeah. Can't let our dad's relationship get in the way of ours.
Yeah.
All right. What are you up to? What are you up to next week? Want to get some training in? Yeah, come on down. I'm training with Sugar Hill at the moment. Yeah, I'm in a new gym. You know where it is? Yeah, I'll drop you a text later. You put it in your sat nav. Get up here, lad. Get your fat bum up here.
Bring your bus. See, it's that easy, Fury boys. Sort it out.
It's that easy. We've laid out the blueprint right here on Big Boys Boxing. You can't say more than that. Drop a super chat.
Yeah, if you feel the need.
If you feel the need to.
Yeah. All good. All right, so is there anything else you fellas would like to have a quick yarn about before we close this down?
That's the fight that I saw. That was the fights that I saw. Saw the matchroom thing, and that was late enough. You got to do your post-production and all that messing about. Drop a video after the main live show. And then it was bedtime. So that's the limit. That's the limit. The Matchroom card, and that's it. I'll catch a Shakur Stevenson thing later, maybe. But yeah, it was a good night of boxing for me. Anyway, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the year now, isn't it? That's not really any more fights coming.
There is something else coming. Isn't there
well, we've got Canelo and Callum Smith next weekend, don't we?
That's right. Yeah. Canelo.
That one will be worth a look.
What's the picks around the table on that one then?
I got Canelo by body shot round 7.
Dang.
Yeah, I got Canelo winning.
Canelo by body shot round 9.
There you go. I don't think many people are betting on Callum, except maybe Callum and Callum's mum.
Yeah.
Or maybe his brother Liam too.
Yeah, he's hopeful. He felt that body shot, mate. He's probably betting it. He's probably betting for Canelo, mind you. That's not where the money is it? Canelo, the money would be with the underdog. Might be worth a cheeky couple of pounds on Callum Smith, but I can't see it happening myself. Can't see it at all.
Well, the fight. Where is the fight? It's in the States, is it, or is it in the UK?
Yeah, it would be. No, it would be in the States. Canelo,
San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, San Antonio, Texas. Okay.
I'm thinking if you're going to throw any money on the underdog, it's probably Callum Smith by points, but points against Canelo?
Yeah.
That's hard to throw your money at for me.
Yeah, Adelaide Bird will no doubt be one of the judges making sure that things go smoothly.
Yes.
Is Callum Smith very durable? He's never been stopped. I'm just looking at his.
Durable. It's very durable. Good boxer, but not at Canelo level, I'm afraid. You saw what happened against Ritson. I think it's going to be a replay against the Ritson, but he gets finished.
Right, he's very tall too, so he's got a lot of body to shoot at, and he doesn't like getting hit to the body. And we know what Canelo's body shots are like. So
thunderous.
Yeah, I think it's going to be trouble for Callum unless he can use his length. What is he, 6'3" or 6'4" or something? He's
I think 6'3". I think so.
For a 168, that's huge. But he doesn't seem to use his big man. You know, doesn't use his jab and keep his opponents at range very often.
Yeah.
I think he's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
But, yeah, we do have that Tim Sue and Bowen Morgan card with Mark Hunt on Wednesday as well. I don't think there's much else for the rest of the year.
That might be it,
Yeah. I think that's about us. And for those of you who haven't already, make sure you get over to Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Give him a subscribe. Check out his stuff. He's live 3 times a week. And also has the renowned Ask Rick show on Thursdays New Zealand time, Wednesdays UK. So get over and have a look.
Good stuff.
And if you haven't already over here, make sure you hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button.
The subscribe for Big Boys Boxing, thumbs up, super chats are also an option. It's been great chopping it up with you, Jono and Marla.
Sweet man.
So I am out.
Later, Ref.
Take it easy, man. All right, and that's us. So appreciate you joining as usual, Marla.
All good, man.
I hope you do well, and we'll catch you again probably next week, mate.
Yep, sweet, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Mate. See you later, man.
Yep. See ya. All right, now is my bit. Now I don't know how to shut this down. Oh, yeah, I do. There it is. So that's us. And I'm Jono from Big Boys Boxing. I'll catch you next time. Peace.